Man, this radio sucks in this thing. Man, let's crank this thing up. What? That's as loud as it goes? Yeah, guys, this radio is lame in here, man. Luckily, I went and picked up a 12 Sundown audio, and we're about to slap this thing in here. This thing's gonna be banging in the back. We went and picked up Kathy this new Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this radio is just lame in here, buddy. I've been cruising around, no banging in the back. Man, I can't ride like that. So, today I'm gonna show you guys how I hook up a system in one of these. I am not an audio guy, and man, you guys might be able to leave me some tips in the comments on some stuff that might make this a little bit easier. Heck, I might teach y'all something today. I ain't got nothing else to film today, and Kathy's been wanting her system hooked up, so I figured, man, today'd be a perfect day to get that knocked out. We just finished up Michael's truck yesterday. We got a free day to get this system slapped in, so man, let's get our stuff together, and I'm gonna show you guys what all we got. All right, so a couple things I do know is we got to get to the battery to hook up our power wire, and the battery is under this passenger seat. Man, that's a dumb place to put a battery. In our Charger and the other vehicles we hooked up systems, the battery was in the trunk. Made it super easy to run the power wire to the amp from the battery right there, and your ground, everything, the whole system was right there. Super easy, man. But today, I think we're gonna go ahead and pull out that seat just to give us some room. We're gonna flop up the carpet, that way we can run our wires nice and clean underneath there. We do got to get a bass knob up in the console right there, and a few other things, but yeah, that's gonna be a rundown of it, man. We're gonna get that seat out, get to that battery. Let's look back here. We got lots of space, but Kathy ain't into the big bass. She just likes to bang a little bit here and there, you know, when it's nice outside, and she just wants to feel a little groovy. So we got plenty of space back here, man. I picked up a nice box, and again, I got that 12 Sundown audio we got in here, and we got the Sundown audio. I think it's a 1500 watt amp, but we'll get all that stuff together, man, and I'll show you guys what we got. Okay, so this is our setup we got going into Kathy's Jeep. I honestly, man, I don't like Skar personally. Kathy blew 3 Skar 12s last year, and she ain't riding around banging or nothing like that, you know. She just does her normal cruising. She's not a hardcore bass type girl, you know. She just likes a little thump here and there. Ooh, but don't they all? Anyway, she blew 3 12s last year of the Skars, and we swapped over to Sundown. Ain't had no issues since. So anyway, I had to get that. I didn't have to get that box. I chose that box because I went and checked all the frequencies and stuff for this Sundown audio, and that one just had the best reviews, man. Has the best, dang, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But you know, you tune it to that, and it has to have the same frequency or whatever. I can't think of the stuff right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully, maybe. If you don't, that's kind of what I'm talking about. You want the speaker to be kind of tuned to the box with the same type of hertz frequency or whatever, but y'all get the idea. Anyway, that one had the best one for that Sundown. I totally didn't want to get a Skar box, but that's a very good recommended box. The Armor Series, heavy duty, supposed to sound real good, so we'll try it out. Anyways, we're going to cover it with something anyways. Kathy wants like maybe a leopard print or purple fabric covering the box, so we're going to do that. Next, we've got the Sundown Audio 12. That is the part number there. If you guys want to go with that one, it's a 1000 watt speaker. Pretty heavy duty and pretty heavy. We got the amp here. This one is the 15th anniversary. Look at that, dude. How nice is that? Just kidding. Now, look how nice that is, dude. Just kidding, that's the bottom. All right, you guys know what an amp looks like. Here's our wiring kit. This is what we're gonna be powering that thing with. Did I say that weird? This is what we're gonna be powering that thing with. Dang, it got me talking like Kathy. We're gonna be powering that thing with these wires. Anyway, this is 0 gauge here. And again, it is Skar stuff, but I've used this in the past. It's really excellent stuff. The only thing I don't like of Skar is their dang speakers. And it might just be me. I know some dudes, man, they be pounding with them Skar speakers and never have no issues. Maybe it's the stuff Kathy listens to. She listens to some weird stuff sometimes. Anyway, this wire is heavy duty, man. Thick as my thumb. Heavy duty stuff. Might be a little bit of overkill, but oh well. I like this kit. Comes with everything you need. And then if you're going to be hooking in, if you've got the factory head unit, you know, up in there, we're not going to be changing that out. So if you get yourself one of these kits right here, you can hook up with the factory head unit, and you don't even got to pull that radio out. All you have to do is take this thing, and it's been a while since I hooked one up, but we'll get back. We'll refresh ourselves with it when we get in there. But I think you just hook this up to your rear speakers and the power and the ground to it, and then your RCAs plug into this for your amp, and that'll get it done for you. Anyways, man, I'm going to keep yapping. That's all the stuff that we need right there. So far, Actually, we might need some speaker wire too. I've got it to the side somewhere over there. I'll find it whenever we need it. But yeah, man, that's all that we've got. I guess we can pull this speaker out and go ahead and get it in that box. All right, guys, this really is a nice box. Heavy duty as heck. And like I said, man, really great reviews on this thing. And so it comes in like this, this protective coating. It's like a truck bed, like, you know, that stuff, that under truck coating type stuff that they got in the spray can. It's kind of covered in that type of stuff. And it is a nice box. It's got the side ports there. Man, I bet this thing's gonna sound good. I know she didn't want a lot of thump in there, but I drive it sometimes and I do. Where is our speaker outlet? Right there. There's our speaker wire. All right, and this Sundown is a 2 ohm speaker. We're gonna wire it down to 1 ohms. And if you guys watching this are really more into subwoofers and systems than I am, and I'm saying this stuff wrong or pronouncing it wrong, I am not an audiologist or whatever the heck you call it. I just like hooking up speakers for myself for fun. And I don't know all the fancy terms for stuff like ohms and watts and all that crap. But I'm pretty sure that this is a 2 ohm speaker and we're gonna wire it down to 1 ohm. You pull this thing out, it is heavy as heck. Let's get that out of there. Right. That thing's huge. All right, cool. Looks like Skar sent us a little sticker here. We'll make sure we put that in a safe spot. Just kidding. We're gonna hang it up on the pole. Shoo, boy, that is nice looking. Look at that, dude. That looks fancy as heck. Sundown audio right there. Like where it says Sundown audio around the little rubber seal and on the magnet. Really cool. I'm gonna set that back down, man. It's giving me out of breath. All right, we're gonna need to get some wire together because this is it's got dual voice coils on it like that. We gotta wire those together to make it the 1 ohm. All right, and to help some of you guys that are hard at hearing, I'll post a little picture up of the wiring diagram to make this 1 ohm. This is a 2 ohm speaker. And what you want to do to get it to that is just you want to hook your positive to positive, negative to negative, and then run your positive out to the positive on your amp and the negative to the negative terminal on your amp. That's all you got to do. And I'm actually going to double this wire up because I'd like for it to be a bit thicker. So instead of just running 1 strand, I'm going to twist both of these together. I'm going to use this right here to go to that. So we got a bit thicker of a wire, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, that might have came with some speaker wire that's oxygen free. If so, we're going to use that. Heck yeah, heck yeah. We'll use that instead, man. I'm going to use that instead of this little stuff that I've got here. It's good stuff, but this is the oxygen free wire. I paid extra for this. You know, most of these little wiring kits, you can get them for 30, 40 bucks. This one that I got was 120. I might have overpaid, but I just wanted to get good stuff for Kathy's car. Yeah, this stuff's much thicker, much better. And I don't think we need to double it up, so we can strip them apart like that. Okay, just pushing the little tab, stick in your wire, and then we're gonna jump it over to the negative on the other side. All right, we've got that in, and then we'll do our positive side. All right, we've got that wired up. To the speaker itself, we need to run the wire coming from the box here into that port. And then we're just gonna run the red over to the positive, and this gray or white or whatever color it is gonna go to the negative. And then we'll be able to set it down in here and get it screwed into place. Alrighty, now we can drop her down into that box. Make sure we got it nice and centered up. That looks pretty good. Heck yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's screw that speaker down in there then. Okay, this thing looks pretty centered. And to bolt it down, I'm just gonna be using these really big heavy duty metal self-tapper screws. Man, these things are excellent, dude. Just kidding, I'm not using those. No, I'm gonna be using these drywall screws instead. All right, I was just joking, we're not using those either. We're gonna use these instead. Alrighty, we have got that part done. She is bolted into the box. Can you see it right there? Bolted in nice and tight. And I think that part's done, man. I think we're going to head on over to the Jeep over there, go ahead and pull out that passenger seat, and you'll probably pull out that passenger seat and start making a little bit of room. All right, I've got this unbolted and we've got it unclipped. Just had to pop off that little thing, and then we should be able to pull this seat out now. Now we've got access to this battery box here. Get that out of our way. And these are the wires that went to the bottom of the seat. Dang, just found a free nickel, buddy. Heck yeah, we got any more change in there? Yeah, got a quarter. Let's see if I can dig that out. Boom, 35 cents. We're gonna take that and stick that in our change bucket. Boom. That's our free car change bucket there. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this not too boring, but at the same time, I wanna help some of you guys that's never done this before. So when you get to like these little plastic panels and stuff right here, get yourself a little tool like that and go underneath, and they just pop right up, man. Sometimes they're a little stiff, might seem like they're gonna break. Heck, sometimes they do break. These little plastic things will break off if it's old and brittle. But all you gotta do is get under there and pop those, and they'll snap right out. Same thing with these other little pieces. I don't think we're gonna take this one out. I just needed that so I can get under the carpet right here. Dang, this thing is heavy, man. We're gonna go ahead and set this speaker box up in here. That way we can kind of get a game plan as to how stuff's gonna be laid out and where we're gonna lay out our amp. And this box is pretty dang big. Heck yeah, that's gonna sound good. See, look at it, it's fitting good in there. Thing's freaking bigger than I thought, man. Okay, let's get the amp out now and start figuring out where we're gonna lay it out at. All right, we got the amp out here. Oh yeah, I forgot this was upside down. There's our owner's manual. Nice. Okay, we got our bass knob, some little Allen wrenches, and that's it. I'll tell you one thing that I don't like, guys, about Sundown. They are freaking awesome. I love their speakers. But everything I've ever ordered from Skar, you get a sticker with it. You don't get any stickers with Sundown audio stuff. I just bought a system for my white truck out there. It was like maybe 1,200 bucks for all the stuff. Got some Sundown equipment, amp, speakers, box, everything. Not a single Sundown sticker. Come on, guys, over at Sundown, man. Let's slap some stickers in the box. You got everybody riding around with these dang Skar stickers on the window, showing y'all up. You need to come out with some Sundown stickers. That way people know what we got in the back. Man, this thing is nice, dude. 15th anniversary limited edition. It says it's 105 of 1,515. You guys see that? All right, well, cool. It's a nice size amp right there. It's going to take it over and get it in the back of the Jeep. All right, and another thing these guys are lacking too over at Quality Control. This is the second one I got. The first one I got from them, this place right here where your speakers go in was like shoved in. And when you moved it around, you could hear the screws or whatever went to this and just rattling around inside here. So I had to order another one. And man, this thing was like 350 bucks. Ordered another one. They sent me this one. I've had it just sitting in the room for a couple weeks while we waited to install. But look at this big old dent on the corner of that. Like, that's a hell of a dent. This side's good. But you know how far you probably got to drop that thing to get a dent like that in there? Crazy as hell, man. We're going to keep on installing it. If I have any issues, I'll send that one back too. All right, we've got that thing setting up in here. It is looking good, man. That thing is huge. We got this piece right here. This is what we're going to hook into it with, into our amp. So it's got a little diagram on the back to what it goes to, so you can read that and see what to hook it up to. But you know, this is going to go to one speaker. Like the grays are going to go to one speaker, whites to one speaker, black to the ground, and blue you're going to run. That's your remote wire that you're going to run all the way up to the remote spot on the amp right there. And then the RCAs plug in here, and then you'll run them up to the amp also. Sometimes it's a bit easier, man. If you got speakers back here in the back, you can jump right into them. If they're all the way up in the door, you're going to have to jump into those and run a wire all the way back up here, you know. So just however you can get into your speakers. Hell, you can go into the back of that radio if you want and jump into the directly from the speaker wires coming out of that and run your speaker wires down if you need. But either way, that's how you're going to want to hook it up, and that's how you get your power from those stock head units up to this amp. And so I'm about to be working away, man. There's a lot of wires that's got to be ran. We're going to hook up this next to our big thick wire right here, our RCA wires, a couple other things we've got to run. So I'm not going to walk you through guys through that whole process, man. It's pretty boring and pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty easy stuff. But I'll tell you quickly, you know, what to do in case you guys don't know what to do. So I'm going to hook my power wire up to the power right there. I'm going to run it under the carpet and just try to find your way to get it under the carpet and looking nice and clean up to the back of your amp. I'll shove this up some and we'll be able to flop this up and we'll make a nice clean spot where our power wire is going to come out and go into the side of the amp right there. Yeah, it looks like it plugs in on those sides. And the ground, same thing with the ground. I'm going to run the wires for, I've got to figure out how to hook into the speakers because again, mine are in this door, so I can't just jump right into that easily. What I'm probably going to do is pop off this pillar, find out which wire coming from this thing goes to that speaker, and jump into it right there on both sides, run it back up, and then we'll mount that little block somewhere in here so it looks nice and clean and we can hook up to everything. I am going to look though, because we've got a subwoofer back here. That means we got some wires, but this thing is, you know, we need to hook into a left and a right to get this. Actually, you know what? I don't think we do, because we're only running, we've only got one speaker, so I really only need one RCA. So I'm going to look at that. If I can jump off this and hook into one of these speaker wires here, that'll be much easier, man. We could just jump a little wire under this thing, hook into this, and we'll just run our one RCA. And that should be good enough. But yeah, no more talking, man. I'm going to get in here and just start running some wires and getting all this crap laid out in here. And then I'll check in with you guys here in a few minutes. All right, we've got that power wire mostly ran. Good enough for now. We need to find somewhere to put this little bass knob, and I'm thinking probably up in this little cubby hole somewhere. It'd be kind of cool. We can mount it up in here. You know, something like that. Will look good. We'll look around. I think that'll be the best place, and we can run our wire from it up in here, drill a little hole in the back, and run it down under there. Dang, that sun is blaring right in the video right now. But that's the plan. I think that's what we're going to do. Got this wire, this little cable wire that plugs in the back, and we're going to run it all the way through and follow the power wire. If you can see, it goes under the carpet. And then we've got to pop the plastic piece back on here that will cover that. It goes behind this, and then swoops up there, and then I've got it ran behind the plastic. Probably going to zip tie it up in there or something to hold it up. It's going to pop out and go into the amp. So that's the route that I'm going to take all these wires back over to this amp. Boom. Got it popped through. Just I was able to take my drill, not that one, my other drill, and drill a little hole down in there and pop that through. Now we'll get that plugged into the back right here and get her set up in there. Alrighty, so I think we're going to be able to jump into this back speaker here and hook up to our little thing that, you know, gives us power to our amp. So since we're only needing one RCA cable to get into that thing, we may be able to jump into this. There's 4 wires running to it. I don't know which ones we need and which ones we don't. So I'm going to take off this speaker and see which ones are running to the speaker. All right, I think I got all those screws out. Let's see if I can pop this thing out now. Golly, that thing's in there, buddy. Did I miss a screw? It's just glued in there, maybe? Golly, dude. What the heck? What the heck, Kathy? And I almost cut my hand off right there. I think I remember on Lincoln's, this thing actually has a bolt from the back side of it too, sucking it in, holding it into that, which is really stupid. And I'm not going to pull that whole damn thing out to figure out which one we need. So, I think what we're going to do is, we're just going to stab it with a little probe light, and maybe we can find out which one's going to it that way. All right, I went ahead and pulled that on out of the way and got that screw out of the back. Dang, check out this Dentside coming up the road right here. Ooh, that's nice. Cool truck, man. All right, so I did flip this thing around, and I don't want to do it now because it'll fall, but there was right there a Phillips head screw in there holding it in place. So this dang little subwoofer in this thing is dual voice coil, so that's why there's 4 wires coming out. So I think we can, I don't know, we can possibly jump into both of those right there and still hook up to 2 and maybe eliminate this subwoofer. Let's try that and see if that'll work. Oh, dang, we got Sam. We got Sam rolling up. Yeah, listen to it. Sounds good, buddy. Heck yeah. He's here checking out that old bag truck. He likes them. He's a bullnose kind of guy. What's up, dude? Sounds good. Oh, dang. We got Cody coming through in the Corvette today. He's down there revving it up, so he might raise a little hell for us. See what he does. Oh, yeah. Man, that thing is loud as hell. That's awesome. Maybe he'll come back through and do a little burnout for us here in a bit. Alrighty, Sam's rolling out of here, man. That thing is too cool. Man, we always got some cool cars rolling up here at the shop. Do a wheelie. Alrighty, back to work. All right, dudes, we about got this thing wrapped up, man. Look at that. You can tell by that blue light right there that we got power to this thing. She's looking clean. So we got them wires all wrapped up, tucked away under this. And that side over there I'll show you. But these are just, you know, we just got them ran under there under the little plastic thing. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. That's the best way we can get it. Let me show you the other side. Yep, see here? Wires are just poking out from this little flap right here, going up to where they're supposed to go. And this is our speaker wire. Jumps right over to the speaker. And we were able to jump into that thing over there, guys. We just disconnected that subwoofer, and I ran that little thing from Kicker into that, just like I showed you, and ran it over to this. Our remote wire is coming from that into this, and our RCAs are coming from that into that. And man, she's looking good. Get these seats pushed back up. Everything fits nice and clean in there. Get these headrests push up. Let's step around to the back and look at it. I've still got to clean up my mess. I got tools everywhere and little cut off pieces all over the place. We still got to put in that seat and some more plastic stuff, but dude, she fits in there nice and clean. Look at that. And dude, she sounds awesome. Me and Kathy's already been out here jamming that thing. Let me crank it up real quick and let you guys hear that. Heck yeah, guys. This is sounding so much better. That's what we needed the whole time, was this little system in here. Heck yeah. Now, I know you guys can't actually hear it because of the YouTube copyright stuff, but man, if you guys could hear it in person, dude, it is shaking my shop inside. It's vibrating it's vibrating over at the Dollar General store. But yeah, really, I wish you guys could really hear it, man. She is banging, sounds really good. Alrighty, dudes, we got Kathy's Jeep knocked out, got that system hooked up. Man, that thing is looking good in there. It's banging good too, man. That thing sounds really good. I wish you guys could hear it. We still got to wrap that speaker. We're not going to wrap that enclosure in something purple. I'm going to build a cover that kind of goes across it. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen done before. I'm not going to do it in this video because it's kind of boring, and we're done. She's sounding good, looking good in there for now. Man, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I hooked up Kathy's system. I know it's a kind of a boring video, but trying to get a little bit of content out for you guys, you know? Just a little Sunday hanging out here at the shop, hooking up Kathy's system. And it might have helped you guys a little bit. I don't know. If you guys are trying to hook up a system, you got a weird head unit like that, and you're afraid to pull it out and don't know how to hook a system up to it, man, that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. All right, so thank you guys for watching the video. Man, make sure you head on over to the website, radfabz.com. Grab yourself a cool shirt like this, maybe a cool sticker, or head on over to airslamit.com. Use that coupon code RADFABZ for 5% off. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Man, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.